Hey y'all, let's do a reading, shall we? Kind of just wanted to jump on and do a super quick reading with the Crow's deck. There is there's a couple of things happening in the energy, and what it really reminded me of today was the October weather in Massachusetts. So if any of you have lived in the Northeast, in New England, Massachusetts, specifically Worcester, you might have experienced this in October of sometimes it could be really warm in the afternoons, and then it could literally 2 days later be snowing. And that's what's going on in the energy. So like, a couple of weeks ago, last month, it was more, you had more to do with the weather itself. Like you were setting the thermostat on stuff. There was a lot of free will happening. And with your free will, whether you knew it or not, your manifestation was calling things in, kind of like setting an energetic thermometer or a thermostat to your house. So you were calling things in that manifesting. It's not like that right now, okay? The weather is what the weather is. You are outside and you are at the whim of Mother Nature in the elements. So it could be sunny today, it could be warm, and then tomorrow it could be snowy and icy and cold. So the secret is to this type of unpredictability and a lot of, there's a lack of free will, is that we control the things that we can control. So how do we control that? We control our response to it. We control the response to the rainy day, the response to the sunny day, and we try to keep as even keel as we can regardless of the weather. And then also we dress appropriately. So that can be a metaphor for many different things. So you can keep ahead of resources and cross the T's and dot the I's and whatever contracts you're looking at. You can do your due diligence with friends and connections and getting together, and you can do your research. All of that is at play right now. And I know that sounds like a lot, because it is, but how you handle these next few weeks is so important. It will basically affect the rest of your life, whether you like it or not. And I say that with a smile because fuck, it is what it is. I mean, all of our lives is like a domino effect, and it affects the rest of our life. But there are some moments in time which it impacts less, which the energies have less of an impact on our entire existence. And there are some moments where our response to things affects our entire existence a little bit more. So this is one of those times. This is like laying down the railroad tracks for the next 150,000 miles of train travel. Okay, so what you do and how you lay those train tracks down, I'm just getting metaphors all over the goddamn place. That's how it is. But let's circle back to Massachusetts and let's remember that the weather, regardless of what it is today, could be completely different tomorrow. That being said, we don't want to be extremely happy when it's 70 degrees and sunny and beautiful, because then when it's 40 degrees and icy, starting to snow, freezing cold and windy, we're going to be that much more upset about it. So for as happy as we are about the good weather, we're going to be just equally as sad for the bad weather. So if we remain cool about both, take it or leave it, just sort of neutral about it, then it'll make it a lot easier. That being said, too, if we're prepared, we do our due diligence and we are stoic and make decisions and are uncompromising during those moments, we'll do even better. Okay, so this is all in preparation to get you all set. Just a quick little reading. Our bottom card is the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, starting over. Potential for that. 3 of Wands. Yeah. 9 of Cups. And the 9 of Wands. Also the 10 of Wands, that progression. Also, I've been talking a lot lately about wands, a lot about the fire elements, a lot about this progression and evolution of this sort of emotional, passionate forward movement into our professional and family lives. So that's what this is about. Also in the 9 of Cups, which means your happiness is totally available. You have a lot of potential here to create, even if it's mostly major arcana in the wind, right? In the wind, in this environmental weather, it's mostly major arcana. So the universe is telling us how you need to respond right here. Like you're at the end of something. You're at the end of something, about to get to something beautiful, to start, to begin. And that's a big deal. I am going to pull from the Tarot of the Abyss real quick. I just want to clarify the 3 of Cups with the Tarot of the Abyss. It's not easy these next few weeks. You're going to have hard days. So just relax. Just relax. The more relaxed you are, like I've been saying for the last 2 weeks, the more relaxed you are, the better this is going to go. It's like that line from R.I.P.D., Rest in Peace Department, Ryan Reynolds and Jeff Bridges. And Jeff Bridges says, relax body, just before Ryan Reynolds gets hit by a bus. When we're in that relaxed state, the damage, like a big old bus, is less damaging. And also the real highs that could point us in. So the real highs of life, when we get really excited and we're ecstatic and blissful and everything's going our way, can be a bit deceptive sometimes. Because sometimes we're in la la land. Sometimes what we're seeing becomes so blown out of proportion that it's not accurate. And then other times it helps to give us unrealistic expectations of what's to come after. So be equally as suspicious of when things are happening that are good, but go with it, as you are when things that are happening are bad. Like, oh, not everything's bad. It just looks like it for a minute. So we have the bottom card is the Queen of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. This is a very confusing energy. And the Page of Cups. So I'm going to go for the imagery here. I mean, typically when you have a 3 of Cups, you have a community, and definitely we see the 3 of Crows in this particular iteration of the card, but I don't feel that community. The 9 of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. I think this is where a lot of your struggle lies, in interpersonal relationships. Let me pull real quick on the 9 of Cups. I think your intentions are very good with your interpersonal relationships, but it's not going, it's not going where you want. Like your results may vary. Like a little warning on the back of every personal relationship you have. Results may vary. Also, hand wash in cool water. It's almost like you're spreading yourself a little too thin. So we have the Four of Wands. There's definitely something you're seeing. Yeah, the Five of Cups. And the Two of Cups. It's almost like you're trying to compensate for a love that's lost. And that would be a warning from the universe saying, don't bother your head with that right now. If you have the inclination to reach out to an ex or an ex or someone you ghosted or a situationship and explain to them more about the situation or your feelings or something, definitely do that. This is really good energy to share those feelings and to get closer to really having that connection with them. I would just be careful that you don't try to do too much. Like simple, the more simple the better. Keep it simple, stupid. The KISS method is very much in the advice of this energy. Is if you have someone to talk to who you have either felt Five of Cups from or who you have given Five of Cups to, this sad soul who is distraught in love. If you or this person were like this and you feel like you really want to share that with them and give them your truth and try over this fool, try again, do over, try again. Absolutely go for it. It's not necessarily going to be easy and you might not get the response that you want, but I think if you keep it simple, that's going to turn out much better for you. So just keep it simple, take a deep breath, try to use your authentic voice, tell the truth, and things will work out okay. Like I said, there's not a lot of free will at play here. It's how we respond to what happens in our lives, and to what comes at us from other people. I really want to pull just a couple cards on the Fool because there isn't that much of like new beginning energy yet. I think that's foretelling of what's to come, but I just wanted to check real quick. I haven't, in any of the readings I've done recently, there hasn't been a whole lot of new beginning energy. It's been more of things coming round to cycle through to new beginnings, but not actual new beginnings. If you didn't hear me right just a minute ago, I think your interpersonal relationships are going to be dependent on your simplicity and how you approach them and your authenticity. You can practice in front of a mirror if you have to. So we have the Hermit, the Three of Cups again, the Page of Pentacles, and the Fool again. How do you frickin' like that? You know what the chances are. There's 72 cards in this deck. So, yeah, I think there's, in that community, in your relationships with other people, I think you have an incredible opportunity to start over in this energy, if that's what you want. I would say definitely don't do it if you don't want to. Like there could be tons of reasons why you wouldn't want to start over, and I get it. But if you do want to start over in this energy that is so unpredictable and so void of free will, but if that's something still that drives you, like I used to sell real estate, and it wasn't great selling real estate on the holidays, like in the wintertime over the holidays. But when I did have a showing to do, I knew that they were going to be serious because nobody wants to waste any time the last 2 weeks of Christmas. So that's what I'm saying is, like, if you're out looking at those houses at Christmas, it's the same as if you're out coming to profess secrets or miscommunications or love or anything to these other people in your life, if you really want to do that, then do it. It means that you're serious. Like, only do it if you really feel driven to. If you have to buy that house, if you need that person in your life, you will know in this energy, and just do it. So that's it. That's it for my reading today. I hope it helped somebody somewhere. And yeah, see you next time.